Bitcoin rejects at 74K but shows a lot of strength above 70K. Is more upside to come, or is this just a bull trap? Let's find out. Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 5:17 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 71,200. I'm going to start off here with the weekly chart. Right now we're having a green candle, which is bullish. The stochastics RSI and the RSI are both pointing up. We still have 3 days and 2 hours before this candle closes. We are far away from the 21 moving average at 88,036. Usually when that happens, we could go up to the 21 moving average or go sideways and wait for the 21 moving average to catch up to price. All I'm looking for right now is to close a green candle after closing various weekly red candles here. We could do that. We could start thinking a little bit more bullish. If we head over to the 4-day chart, we see that the stochastics here are kind of starting to point up. The 21 moving average is crossing under the 200 moving average. That it is a little bit bearish. Let's see if we could go up towards this 21 moving average at 80,639. If you guys see the VRVP, there's a gap here. Usually we could just float up towards the next bulge here. So let's see if that could happen for us. If we take a look at the 2-day chart, the stochastics are getting a little bit toppy here. We got rejected off the 21 moving average. That's not looking too good. This candle closes today in 1 hour and 40 minutes. I would prefer if we could close above the 21 moving average. If we don't, then as you guys see here, I do have this in a bear flag that could take us down to about 43K. If we reject off this 21 moving average, we could just end up coming back into this bear flag pattern here. Now on the daily chart, we finally closed a green candle above the 21 moving average. This candle also closes in the next 1 hour and 40 minutes. Stochastics are a little toppy. The RSI is starting to get rejected here. Let's see what ends up happening. If this closes red or we go a little bit lower, this could be tweezer tops and this could signal that we might be coming down again. I would prefer if this candle closes green, and obviously if we could get above this 50 moving average at $75,901. Now yesterday was a very bullish day, so today we gave a little bit back, but as long as we could stay above 70K, the bullish sentiment could still stay. We take a look at the 22-hour chart. Stochastics look like they want to roll over here. We got rejected off the 80 moving average. We need to stay above this 21 moving average. That's at 67,814. Take a look at the 8-hour chart. Stochastics also toppy, about to roll over. I was hoping we could make it up to this 200 moving average at 79,825. Right now this is kind of looking like a falling wedge. Maybe we could break out from here eventually and go towards that 79K. And on the 4-hour chart, stochastics still have to reset. We're on the way down. The RSI is looking good. We're above the 50 and it kind of looks like we are rolling back up. I'm liking that the 21 moving average crossed above the 200 moving average. That is bullish. This kind of looks like a falling wedge here. I had given you guys one yesterday on the 1-hour chart. It didn't really break out. We got a little bit of the measured move, but not too much of it. If this falling wedge does break on the 4-hour, this will take us to about 77K. So this is looking primed to happen. We would just have to reset here on the stochastics RSI and make sure that we stay above this 200 moving average. If we could do that, the next move could be to about 77K. On the 1-hour chart, this is where I gave you guys the falling wedge yesterday. Like I said, we broke up a little bit, but then we got tweezer tops. We rolled over. We're still above the 200 moving average, which is bullish. We have to try to get back above this 21 moving average though. The stochastics RSI are starting to reset here a little bit. I'm starting to see a little bit curvature here. This might roll over. Right now we need to stay above this 200 moving average, preferably above this 80 moving average so we don't lose 70K. And on the 15-minute chart, stochastics here double top. We were on the way down, but if we zoom in here, we can see that we're starting to get a curve back up. We briefly lost the 200 moving average. We got back above it. This could be some type of inverted head and shoulder kind of here. This I'm not liking because this is tweezer tops, but we're holding above the 21 moving average. We need to get back above this 200 moving average as soon as possible. So right now we're getting a little bit of mixed signals, but we're showing some strength above 70K, which is what's important right now. So right now for the next play, I'm looking for this falling wedge on the 4-hour time frame to see if we could break above 77K, and that would probably bring us close to this 200 moving average on the 8-hour chart here. Again, I might expect some resistance again at 74, 75K, but if we could break through that, the next resistance is possibly going to be at 77K. If we could break through that, then the next resistance will be at 80. If we could break through 80K, then things start to open up for us and we could possibly make it even as high as 90K, but we still have these other levels that we need to break through before even thinking about that. All right guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.